Hey everyone, my name is Shiv. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Osmosis, and I'm here in Baltimore with Tanner, where I co-founded Osmosis with my best friend Brian when we were medical students at Johns Hopkins, which is just about a mile up the street. And I'm really happy to say that Tanner has just moved to Baltimore, and we're working out of our new co-working space. Welcome, Tanner.
Thanks, Shiv. And yeah, as Shiv said, I'm Tanner. You might actually recognize my voice from many of the videos because I actually made a lot of the videos. I used to, script write. I would illustrate, edit, do the voiceovers. I kind of did it all. But now today I'm here with Shiv, and we're going to tell you the 5 ways that you can learn by osmosis.
And what exactly do we mean by that? Because you're watching this video, and you're probably a subscriber to our YouTube channel. So aren't you already learning by osmosis? Well, today we want to focus on the Osmosis web and mobile learning platform. And 5 things you may not know that you could do with it, because that's really where I think you can fully experience the concept of learning by osmosis. It's, I think, at least 10 times better than what you get on YouTube at this point. And it's not just because we have more than twice as many videos on the web and mobile learning platform.
Yeah, and when I was making videos, I was on the content team, which means that we make the content that goes to YouTube and various other places. But earlier this year, I actually joined what's the product team, and that means that I joined the team that helps create the web platform and the website and everything that has to do with osmosis.org. And so let's just go ahead and jump right into the web platform and show you those 5 things that you can use on our platform to help you with learning.
Yeah, so the first thing we want to focus on is something that I think most of you, if you're a student, have faced, which when Ryan and I were med students, we faced this thing we call death by PowerPoint. We just got so many people, professors giving us so many different course documents, ebook chapters, lecture syllabi, and it was really hard to wrap our heads around how do we organize that material. And so we said, wouldn't it be amazing if there was just something that would let us upload those documents, automatically analyze the documents, and then give us a playlist of high-yield videos, flashcards, questions, and memory anchors that we could use to learn what's in the document. And we actually built that. Well, I can't take credit. Ryan built that because he's a genius. But in any case, I'm going to screen share and show you what I mean by that. So to date, over 450,000 documents have been uploaded to Osmosis. And here's an example. In this workspace, we have a couple of different documents that have been uploaded. And if you simply click Analyze Text and look at the entire day's worth of lectures with this lecture analysis tool, you can see that Osmosis has analyzed all the documents in this for this day's worth of documents and given you a playlist where the first one is Candida. So Candida showed up 22 times in 3 documents, and boom, right here is a thumbnail of a video, which means that Osmosis has a video for it. And you can quiz yourself, go right to the flashcards of questions, or you can click Study, and it'll load the video right then and there. And you keep scrolling down, or you can check these off as you understand them. If you keep scrolling down, you'll see that DNA structure showed up 267 times in 9 documents. So it's a lot of, it's pretty magical to be able to take what you're expected to learn in class and then automatically get an Osmosis playlist. We call this osmosing your documents. And again, it's one of my favorite features on Osmosis.
Yeah, absolutely. Truly, it is a magical thing that it can look at a document that you upload and recommend all these things. It really is. And kind of moving on to the next thing you can use to learn by osmosis is our videos. And obviously, you're watching this on YouTube, you know that our videos are on YouTube and you can watch them on YouTube. And on YouTube, you have the ability to like and dislike or share or make a playlist. But on Osmosis, on our what are called the Learn pages, you basically have everything encapsulated about a particular topic. So basically, you could go ahead and watch that video on cystic fibrosis, and then right after that, quiz yourself with all of our flashcards and quiz questions on that particular topic. In this case, cystic fibrosis. And then, in addition to that, you also have a bunch of other information, like a basic summary, as well as memory anchors, which could be anything from patient experience videos, so specific patient videos to mnemonics about that to help you remember the content. And in addition to that, Osmosis.org is smart, whereas it's a learning platform, whereas YouTube is a video platform. So being a learning platform, it's smart in the sense that after you watch that video, it knows that you should take those questions and review those flashcards. So it'll send a push notification to you after you watch the video.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important point that bears repeating again. So again, if you watch something on YouTube, we have no idea who you are and what day you watched a certain topic. You could be watching The Daily Show for all we know, or an Osmosis video. But if you watch it on Osmosis on these Learn pages, we know that Tanner watched the cystic fibrosis video today, August 31st. So tomorrow, September 1st, he's going to get a push notification right to his phone with a question about cystic fibrosis. And that's part of why we call it learning by osmosis, because it's like knowledge is diffusing to you. The second thing, and perhaps more important thing that I want to stress, is that because we know Tanner watched that video on cystic fibrosis today, when we update that video on cystic fibrosis in a couple of months because new guidelines come out, we can email Tanner and everyone else who's ever seen that video with that update and say, hey, something you once knew has changed. We actually recently did this because, as you know, every week we re-release videos. In November, we released our hypertension video. After 14 years, the hypertension guidelines changed. And again, if you had watched that video on YouTube, we don't know who you are and we aren't going to update you. But if you watched on Osmosis, when we update that video, everyone who's seen that can get an update. And this is a really important point because you aren't just learning this stuff. It isn't like learning a language or learning math or something where maybe you forget things and it doesn't really matter. This is stuff that's going to really affect patients. And so it's important for you to stay up to date and become a lifelong learner, which is a lot of what Osmosis focuses on, is how do we make you a lifelong learner? And our promise to you is that if you're using the platform, we want to be able to update you when we modify content because, say, the new DSM for psychology comes out, DSM-6. And I think that's one of the coolest parts of using the web platform and mobile platform as opposed to YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. And the number four thing that you can use on Osmosis is the study schedule. And the study schedule is a way to help organize your life, as you become a clinician. Because we've heard from a lot of you, and we also, some of us know firsthand, that there are just so many resources out there to keep track of when you're trying to go through school. And so what we have is the study schedule. And basically that takes all those resources and lists them out in an easy to digest kind of to-do list format. So for example, here we go. We have on a single day, we might have all these tasks to complete, all of which are kind of self-contained within Osmosis. So you might have anything from the pages in first aid to review to the Osmosis videos to watch, which you can list out and click and watch just via this settings panel or this panel. In addition to that, you can also look at a week view, which gives you kind of a global view of everything you have to do in a given week or month, which is all very helpful and helps you kind of organize your life as you become a clinician.
And I think, again, this is a feature that was made just because of something that Ryan and I faced, and many of you faced, which is, there's so much good content. I mean, Osmosis itself has over 800 videos, and we're adding about 10 to 15 a week. How do you organize kind of going through all those videos? And also the fact that you probably use other textbooks and question banks. And so we wanted to make something that would take the stress out of learning and just let you learn. So you can spend less time organizing and more time just learning. So the fifth update or fifth way to learn by Osmosis is the mobile app. This is one of the most important parts of Osmosis because, maybe the first year or two of your school, you're spending in the lecture hall or classroom and, again, getting death by PowerPoint. But you're probably looking forward to, if you haven't already entered the clinic or the wards, to getting your hands on real patients and applying the knowledge you've learned. And so we built the mobile app so that you could have all 800 plus videos and 20,000 flashcards and questions in your pocket. And so this is my mobile app. And so you can see we have the flashcards right here. You can scroll through and click on any one of these topics and then start a flashcard quiz. Similarly, we have all of our questions, multiple choice questions right here, and then the video library. So if I wanted to go through the cell physiology videos right here, I could go view them. And this is really important because we sync what you do on the mobile app to what's done on the web platform. The study schedule is also on the mobile app too. So we want you to be able to make the best use of your time. Maybe you're taking the bus every day to the hospital, or you're standing in line for 20 minutes at Subway in the cafeteria like Ryan and I used to do, and you can actually take time, use that time productively and learn by osmosis. And so we went through the 5 ways, and as a quick recap, oh wait, that's what you say, right?
Yeah, that's what I say. All right, as a quick recap, 5 things that we went over are lecture analysis, videos and flashcards, as well as the QBank, the schedule, and the mobile app.
And because you took the time to watch this video, we appreciate you doing that. It's Friday before long weekend here in the States. We want to give you a specific link that gets you 2 free weeks of Osmosis Prime, whether you've already used your free trial, you're a Prime member, or this is the first time you're hearing about Osmosis. This is a link that goes to a Google form that takes 2 minutes to complete. And you essentially will get an email in the next week with a link that'll let you activate 2 free weeks of Osmosis Prime. It's osms.it or osmosit/free prime. And we encourage you to do that because, again, you're taking the time to do this, and we hope that you can use it to start learning by Osmosis, the web and mobile learning platform. And so just as a final note, we want to thank you again for taking the time. If you're celebrating Labor Day on Monday, have a good 3-day weekend. And if you're ever in Baltimore, come visit Tanner and me. We're now in this cool co-working space and really look forward to meeting many of you. Obviously, if we wanted all 720,000 YouTube subscribers to come to Baltimore, I think that would be more than whoever lives here right now. So thanks again. Have a good weekend, guys.